Buenas, buenas. Welcome to Music Marketing TV. I'm Kevin Ochoa, and today we're going to take a look at Pro-C3 in the context of an EDM, dubsteppy, trappy type of track, where Pro-C3 is used to accentuate some bass sounds, some vocals, and overall create a lot of dynamic, not just squashing, but also expansion. It's really interesting the way you can create even soundscapes out of reverb, which is what I do in this track as well. Anyway, I'll play back the track with all the Pro-C3s on, and then I'll go ahead and turn them off and play back the track again, so you guys can get a feel of how stark of a difference not having the Pro-C3s does to the mix. Okay, let's go ahead and open up these Pro-C3s, and what I'll do is I'll just open them up like so, and have them floating around here. Okay, there you go. Those were a lot of Pro-C3s. I probably have like 15, 20 of them throughout the whole project. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn them off so you can listen to the before and after. So let's go ahead and turn them all off. I'm probably going to speed up this part of the video. So there you go. That's quite a big difference, not just because of the difference in amplitude and level of the signal, but also the texture that some of the processing, like the TTM, brings to the table. I'm going to go ahead and reload the project. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and break down all the Pro-C3s. So from the get-go, how I started the track was with this little piano type of sound. And that's just the FL Keys honky tonk piano, or the FL, the Flex, sorry, honky tonk piano. I made a little melody with it and then rendered it out. And that was sounding like this before any processing. Oh, it's over here. But even this was kind of already edited beforehand, because I think I had a gross beat on it, and I recorded it with a gross beat and then brought it back in. Yeah, you can kind of hear how it's like pitched kind of down. But then what I really needed to do to the sample is bring up some of the ambiance and add a little bit of distortion here and there. So I opted to use two different types of compression on here. Again, I was not subtle at all with this compression. Let's start off with this one. So it's quite heavy. Like you would not typically use this on a regular piano, but because I wanted to create something that was very plucky and distorted, it worked. After that, I added an op-L processor or processing on it. With the release, I was a bit slower than the one beforehand. So I was able to clamp on some of the reverb a little bit longer, which is a thing that I really wanted to do. Bring up that reverb from that piano that I had recorded. And then again, I'm using the op-L in this case. With the diode and drive pushed up. So this crushes the peaks after we've gone through the compression, which gives me like that nice crunchy type of sound. And then if you were to drive it further, man, it's so nice. Like it doesn't matter how hard I push it, like it still sounds really darn good. Okay, let's go ahead and reset this. After this, I use a bit of reverb again. But to create this nice ambiance, what I did was I pitched it down. And this is a very nice reverb from FL Studio. It's called Lux. So yeah, I love it. And this feedback pitch shifter is quite nice on the sound. Then I go back and add another Pro-C3. This one with the upward compression. Let's check this out. I guess in this case, I might have brought it down to not affect it. Let's listen to it higher. But you could see what I was trying to do. I was trying to raise the side information, because by changing the input sidechain, and in this case, we're just using the regular audio input as a sidechain, but setting this all the way to the right, so this only affects the side. So now I'm only upward compressing the side information. Yeah, so I guess I didn't go through with that processing, but it was definitely on my mind at the beginning. Where I did do this though and use it in the track was with the vocals. So this is absolutely like the killer part of the vocal processing on here. That same technique. Let's go back or forward rather. Here's the very end of that drop, and I'm building into the vocal part here. And in these two cases with the chopped vocal and the vocal, I did this type of processing on the side signal to make it, and made it so apparent to the point where it's phasing the vocal. Let's listen to the chopped up vocal, which is the initial idea I had. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding some of the plugins. Let's remember the Saturn 2 is turned off. So here you can hear or see with the TTM and the filter that I'm using. And it's set to 50% side only. So I'm actually processing the side information right here a little bit more heavily. So again, I have it at 50%. And then, yeah, there's a lot of pops and clicks right here, but they get rid of them with the growth speed kind of later. And then I come in with another Pro C-3. Which again, I think it's not doing anything in this case. I might have tried to do something else before. Oh, this was attenuating the Saturn that I had earlier, but right now it's not doing anything at all. After this, I do Pro Q4. Just to try to catch some of those pops in the low end, and then I use a timeless. By the way, if you want to see the video for this timeless preset, I believe I made it in the channel, or as a video for the channel, 3-4 years ago when Timeless 3 came out. So make sure you look at or timeless 3 videos so you guys can see how I made this preset. Very beautiful little choppy preset. And finally, I'm wrapping it up with the Pro R2. And it kind of sounds a bit harsh because of all the pops and whatnot, but once you put the drums in and whatnot, it's kind of normalized. Okay, now let's go to the vocal, where again, I do this type of heavy processing on it. Oh boy, and this is really where I do a lot of the heavy damage on with the TPM, the TTM and the stereo linked sidechain only processing. So there's actually bringing a lot of this signal down, but once I put into the sidechain into the stereo side only, it really helps that side information come up. The other thing that I've done is I added a little tiny notch filter on here, or just 3 dB's reduction around 2000 hertz. Oh man, that sounds so pretty. Like just putting it in different frequencies, it just makes the vocal sound really pretty in different places. Wow. Anyway, let's go back around 2,200 and minus 3.5, somewhere around there. Okay. And then I'm doing another type of processing here as well. But this time I'm getting input processing from insert number 1, which in my track is the percussion up here. The hi-hats and snares that I filtered out. Okay. And this is affecting the vocal. I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the master output. You can kind of hear the reverb on here, though. Let me turn off the reverb. Okay. So now let's listen to this. Okay. Now we're hearing it only from Pro-C3. You see, I boosted a little bit of the side information here. And I do this so I could sidechain some of that side information on the vocal that I just boosted up, so that whenever the progressions come in, we still have some space for them on the side information. Let's turn on the vocal itself now. Let's go back here.
Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby.
So as you can hear, this really helps shape that side information that we boosted, which gives back space to the drum so you can hit it a little bit harder. So I really like the fact that you can make this, kind of big and lush, but also nice and tight and controlled. It's amazing. Okay, let's go back and reset this to how it was before. So here we go. Let's play back the track again.
Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me.
Let's just turn this off so you can hear the difference again.
Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me.
Man, it just helps a lot to that groove, and like being able to hear the difference in the channels is quite nice though. So let's go ahead and pull this up already and play it back completely.
Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me. Baby, what you think? Feel like me, feel like me.
Which gives it, a really cool type of phasey effect, which I did try to make with the phaser, but just having all this movement on the side information, and then again with the duplicating of the vocal, made it kind of nice and phasing. So I really like how this came out. It sounds very textured for just being a vocal with reverb. You would think it's like a pad or something that's in the high register, but again, this is all coming from her voice getting reverbed over and over again. Okay, so that's part of the technique that I really liked using for this track, with the TTM and the side processing. But let's go over to the basses, which is probably what was pretty alarming at the beginning of the track. When I turn off all the Pro C-3s, you really heard that difference between the one that had been resampled by myself and then the ones that were still getting processed by the Pro C-3s live. I mean, just muting this Pro C-3 from that second distorted bass is going to sound so different. Watch. And it's just not only the level, because if I were to boost the level here on the Pro Q4, Okay. Let's try playing them back. Like it sounds okay, but the moment we add that Pro C3, it definitely helps it add a little bit of distortion that you would not get with just doing the level matching. Okay, the sound godizer is doing a bit of work as well. But the Pro C3 could have done this. The sound godizer is there because it was part of my chain from the sounds that I have, saved up. So I just used that chain and then I added the Pro C3 and I was like, whoa, this is like really jumping out the speakers now. But I could probably have done this with just another Pro C3. In fact, let's increase the input gain. I think this, along with a bit of changing here, because remember, sound godizer is a multi-band compressor, okay, and saturator. So if we were to use different bands on the Pro C3, I think we could get a relatively yeah, we're actually getting quite a similar sound just using the bands on the Pro C3. Amazing. And you know what I hadn't thought about? I just thought about it right now. I could even automate all these right here. Wow, let's try this out really quickly, just for a second. Let's tweak all these. Tools last tweaked. Create automation clip, and then we'll move this around. Okay, and we'll move this one too. Actually, let me just move that one. Tools last tweaked. Create automation clip. Man, this is so cool. I mean, let's try to do something real quick. So I think we're getting to a whole new type of processing we can actually do to dubstep basses with this plugin. Like, I'm telling you, this is like the first time I tried this on a dubstep bass. And this would be the second day doing this now that I'm showing you this. So my head's still like wrapping around like all the crazy stuff we could do with this. Like, this is quite gnarly. Let me do the gain on this one. I mean, this is just wild. Pretty insane. Let's bring this back up. And remember, we can add 6 more bands here in total. So we can even create like comb filtering and whatnot and crazy effects like that. Yeah, this is like endless right here. Like I'm at 40 minutes right now recording into this video. Wow, this is too much fun. Let's go ahead and reload the project quickly again. Oof. Okay, now let's go ahead and just look at some really gnarly basses right here. This one. Which I'll probably try to make something similar to this in a different video, just using FabFilter plugins, because I think we're at the point where we can kind of do it. If you see here, I have a vocoder, I have a love filter, a lux verb. So these could all kind of be emulated with some, some of the FabFilter plugins now at this point. Maybe not the distortion within the love filter, but certainly the type of filters that I have here in the love filter using Volcano. But yeah, this is from a pretty old chain. It's like a chain that I have for like 3-4 years. So without the FabFilter stuff, it sounds like this. You add Pro-C3. And I think now with this thing that I just learned with this, I can process this in a whole different way now without even going to Pro Q4 beforehand or afterhand. Yeah. And then finally, there's a Pro L2 at the end, just so I can basically... oh, sorry. No, this is another Pro C3. I forgot about this. What happened? Oh, I got to turn this on. Okay. So this Pro C3 right here is at the very end. You know what? I actually did that trick, but I didn't do the automation on it. Okay. So here we go. So you see, this is funny how the brain works. Like, I did a version of what I just showed you guys today. I did a little bit of it yesterday, but without the automation. Like, sound design is kind of gradual. So I think this is a really cool, actually really cool video because you guys are seeing me learn in real time as well. So I had ducked 23 dBs from this sidechain signal going into Pro C3, which is, again, in this mode is just using the actual signal. It's not using an external one. So instead of clamping down on that frequency, it's making it a bit more dynamic. So if I can kind of try to emulate that Pro Q4 that's coming after, you see that I'm boosting a lot in the higher register and I'm cutting in the low mids. So what I'll do in this case, in this Pro C3, what I'll do is I'll do the opposite. I'll boost here and I'll cut down here. Hold on. This would have to be like a low shelf, something like that. Oh, nope. The opposite, sir. And I'd have to be using the TTM to get similar type of sound. You know, that's not too far off, actually. I would just be missing the low cut because these are, on the sidechain, not an actual signal. If you just listen to the low mids to the highs, it's actually quite spot on, actually. This is pretty crazy. Wow. There you go. So I'm learning real time with you guys as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. Again, I'm Kevin Ochoa with Music Marketing TV. I'm going to try and make some more sound design videos with Pro-C3. As you can see, the possibilities of doing sound design with Pro-C3 are now quite extensive. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys learned something new in this video. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Or make sure you ring on the notification bell so you stay up to date with all the content we post here. And I know there's like a new super like or whatever they call it. It's not available in all the regions in all the countries, but if you guys have that available in your country, make sure you guys click that. It really helps us out. Once again, I want to thank you for being here with us at Music Marketing TV, and I'll see y'all in a different video. Peace.